From what I read before, this week we're just discussing like changes in the climate and things like that, right? The things we've seen.
So I sent y'all the group doc, and that has the instructions written on it too, if you want to get that out of your email.
Great. I'm gonna.
But we are supposed to individually watch a YouTube video, which is actually pretty interesting.
Oh, that's true.
And then come together as a group and create one illustration or more that shows the interconnectedness of some of the factors mentioned in the video that contribute to climate change.
Mm-hmm.
Your demonstration should clearly, or your illustration should clearly demonstrate the relationship between the factors you have chosen to work with. See the example illustration dealing just with the Milankovitch cycles.
All right.
Which I think, which one was that? Oh, never mind, I don't have it.
Just opening I'm restarting my computer here.
So if you want, I share my screen and do the illustration with paint, because you all know how wonderful my paint skills are.
You are amazing at painting sand from last week.
Oh yeah, I'm a stick figure master. Really graduated to where I can do a little hat too.
Oh, nice.
It's impressive. It's impressive.
Very.
Thank you. Ta-da! So, kind of did this ahead of time. So we have some of the data available on hand that we talked about.
Very cool.
Very nice. Let me see that. And this is the past where the guy was like, didn't most scientists predict that the future will be cooling? And he was like, actually, most scientists predicted that it'll be warming. Chart. And then here's the Mankovich. What was that called? Milankovitch.
Yep.
Where did it go? Where did it go? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Sorry. Right. Oh well, wherever it went. And then this is.
I'm about to join you guys. Just opening this, but just go ahead. Yeah.
This is the difference with the carbon 12, the carbon 13. We'll see. Fossil fuel is that much in the atmosphere. This isn't it. That's not it. Oh, it's right here. The Milankovitch. Okay. So what kind of illustration would we like to do? Like charts, pie charts, graph.
I mean, the initial thought I had was more of just talking about how the more carbon dioxide and stuff like that, all those different ones, that they trap more of the heat. So we could do like the and it sort of traps it more, which is, but That was my initial thought, but we don't have to do that.
That sounds great. You just have to explain a little bit better.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so if I would just say you could draw either a very broad view of like the Earth with an outer hemisphere, and then we're gonna do the lines.
So like, are you watching the video now?
Yeah,
That's funny.
in high speed.
In high speed.
Yeah, guys.
Earth, North America, South America, here, Europe, Asia, India, Samoa, Hawaii.
There you go. Hawaii has grown from a few islands to 20.
I thought Hawaii was actually a bunch of them. Or like one volcanic shield. And then something like that being the atmosphere.
Yeah, I think let's make it a little bit bigger, just so it gives us more room to. Is that not to be annoying?
No, only complain about you like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the outer layer is the atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
That's spelled right. Recognize.
I can't quite hear with the video. What were you saying, Emily?
I said, is that spelled right?
Atmosphere looks good to me.
Okay. There's no spell check in Paint. I feel like that should be Paint's next step. But
They're just waiting for you to submit that as a suggestion.
Okay.
all
Okay,
right.
guys, I'm ready.
Okay. We talked a lot about carbon-13, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can make that like little box here.
Yeah, I would say even if you just did like different colors, and we'll just sort of label them as the different ones that are adding to it.
Yeah, I was thinking something I could do like that. And then I can just add in how much we feel like carbon-13 in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Which is not that much, right? It would be from like here, like filling in this section here. Would you say?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the biggest one was I don't know what we want to. The carbon-13.
And then other. Right?
Hey guys, question is gonna be like super basic question, but when we talk about melancholic cycles, are we talking about glacials?
Are we talking about what, Joshan?
Glacials? Glaciers? Sorry.
When you're talking about what?
Yeah, so melanchovic cycles. What are those exactly? I'm doing some
Oh,
Google research here, but it's not very clear.
it's this here. It's, if I'm correct, this here how the sun or the earth moves like side to side, and it also kind of goes in circles this way, and then the orbit around the sun kind of stretches a little bit, and that influences slightly the overall climate of the earth. But then because of the
Oh,
positive feedback, that's what kind of has been changing it in the past. And now, like it's changing it now too, I guess. But um, like
so
that
it's
explains
basically
the
how the.
different warming and cooling cycles of the earth in the past.
Okay, so it's like the relationship between the distance of the Earth, the Sun, their angles, how that affects the climate here on the Earth.
Yeah, so you see this left one here?
Yeah.
This here kind of rocks back and forth. So the sun's axis kind of goes like on a rocking chair, and then it does that while spinning. You can see that in the middle. And so
Mm-hmm.
that changes the intensity of the sun and how it's focused in some sections and where it hits and just the overall
Okay.
climate of the earth.
Mm. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So I could probably actually
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
maybe just
It is retained stability.
have this here in super tiny form. Um, does that look like good things to add?
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right, Emily. In the video, he showed that what you just explained.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right.
The other thing, like over here to the right hand top, do those look like good things to add to our illustration? It can be like,
Um, should we should we mention like the consequences of the increase of CO2 like in other features like on the Earth, like sea level, glacier, like the melting and all those things? Is there any link with those as well?
sure.
Because that increases the temperature, right? Overall.
Yeah. How would you like to do that? Like, how would you like me to illustrate that?
Okay. Oh, we're like drawing something.
Yeah, do you see my screen? We're supposed to be
Nope.
illustrating something.
Well, I can see your face.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's awkward. I must have been making some weird faces. It's supposed to be sharing my screen.
Okay, let me see.
I could see what you're doing, Emily. So on the paint.
Okay, it might be my phone, but I'm gonna try to connect with the laptop again. Just that way I'll be able to see it. That's my guess.
Okay.
So let's see. Uh, uh,
Then what do you think of what I have so far?
Okay,
That looks good.
I'm joining in three.
Do you
Okay,
have anything
okay,
to add?
yeah, I can see it now. That's cool. Okay, now I can
You
see
mentioned
everything. That
glaciers.
makes
Oh, the glaciers at the top. And
sense. Atmosphere, Earth, carbon 13.
all right. You're trying to mention typing some effects of global warming. What would you like to see them at? The sea levels rising.
Yeah, we're gonna have more sea level rising, glacial melting as well. Acidic raining will increase. Like in the video, he even mentioned storms as well.
Okay.
What else could it be?
How would you like to illustrate that?
Let's see. Um, the Earth. Um, yeah. That's maybe. Maybe we can like you see the subtitles that we had like glacial melt, sea levels rising, acidic rain. Maybe we can assign a color to each one of those, and then we can just. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh wow, Emily, you're a pro.
She can draw lightning bolts really fast.
Yeah.
Like lightning.
Black
Uh
lightning.
huh.
Okay, yeah, I'm alright with assigning them colors, but how would you like to put those colors onto the
Yeah.
actual?
So for example, we can do acidic rain red, and then we can just add a few red points or red dots in the on the earth, kind of like by the atmosphere around there. So that he will see, okay, here we have acidic rain. I wonder if acidic rain causes some damage in the plants and vegetation. I would say yes. I'm not very. Yeah.
Have you ever seen fern gullies? Definitely does.
Yeah.
And then glacial
Great. Yeah, that's a good one.
and then just add that to the atmosphere as well.
What was that? Sorry.
Glaciers. Glacial. continents here, some darker spots to show that it's right.
Mhm. Let me change tones.
Are
Yeah,
we having?
that looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. When it comes to vegetation, I think that like the increase of temperature is gonna cause more for what do you call this forest fires, deforestation. I know that like
Deforestation.
you can deforestation like fires. I know that in California they have a lot of that.
Yeah, Colorado too has a ton of
Yeah.
forest fires.
It talked mostly like on about them doing it on purpose in the forests, in like the Amazon, like that.
Hmm.
Oh,
Something interesting. I don't know. I think I read this or I heard it, but sometimes it's actually good for the soil. I'm not sure why when there are fires.
so the only thing that
Well,
really is when it comes to fires is maybe some of the dead debris can
Mhm.
and create back into the soil. But besides that, I think during the fire, a lot of the nutrients is destroyed,
Yeah.
and
That
also
makes
like if the tree falls in the forest, it creates more sunlight available on the ground to nourish new growth.
hmm Yeah, it makes sense. Thank you.
I did find it interesting that like as the glaciers melt, that it contributes to sea level rise, but also in general, as the seas warm up, the water essentially just expands, so it actually contributes even more to sea level rising because the molecules are bouncing around more, taking up more space. It's a little bit warmer.
Yeah. I think.
Like the only thing that expands when it's cold. That's the weird about
Yeah.
the scientific.
And when I think of the consequences for human activity, it's just like huge. Like think of the military bases by the coast, like the cities, just like a few meters of increase sea level, that would make a huge difference. Construction, all those fancy houses by the California's seashore would be like destroyed.
Yeah.
And what did it say? It's going up 3 meters a year.
What was that? Sorry.
Wasn't the statistic that it's going up 3 meters a year?
I think yeah, yeah. Something I think it's interesting how everything's so interrelated. Because when, for example, like when it rains, it makes the dust from the floor and its diseases and everything go up, kind of elevate, and more people get like respiratory breathing diseases, infections, and things like that. And then you have like the increase in temperature, and you have more mosquitoes having eggs and things like that, and more people getting sick. It's just like a domino, one thing leads to the other. Just everything's so connected.
And I think the air pollution in the lungs is the worst because your lungs actually don't regenerate. It's not like you get upset and it heals itself, or like other organs that if it starts getting sick, it heals itself. Like your lungs do not regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
They, if you smoke or anything, um, like the smoke that you first smoked is still going to be attached to your lungs.
Yeah, yeah, that's right,
Mm-hmm.
guys. It's so interconnected.
So on the document, this is what I have written so far. We wanted to illustrate how different gases are contributing, how much heat is retained around Earth. Carbon 13 makes up a portion that are both natural and human contributions to this. CO2 contributes to the greenhouse effect as the sun rays hit Earth. The greater the concentration of CO2, the more the air is heated up. So, in essence, it creates a greenhouse effect by trapping more heat. There are more effects of global warming, sea level rising, more space, glacial melting, acidic rain, and more intense storms, downpours of rain.
Mm, great.
Thanks. That's good.
Yeah.
Or do you think we're done with this? Like the paint document? Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sure. Did you want?
I think we're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think we're done, that's good.
Looking good. Looking good.
Did we want to do any other illustration or anything like that?
Do we need to point out that the temperature is increasing in the illustration? But that's like the whole point of it, right? I mean, even if we don't put it, it kind of it is understood because all the things that we have there are a consequence of that increasing as well. Oh, a mosquito is attacking me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Get it,
yeah,
Deshaun, get it.
huge mosquito attacking me right here. All because of all because of global warming. Just kidding. There we go.
We should put that in the paper.
I got attacked by the mosquito in the middle of the presentation, and it
And
was
it's all
huge.
because of global warming.
Oh yeah. Mosquitoes love higher temperatures.
They do. I think it was yesterday, just up north of where I am. They got 5 inches of rain, which is
Ooh,
like unheard of. But again, it was just so fast. Like it came down so fast that it flooded like all crazy.
mm, that's crazy. I think I even shared with you in the discussion board. In Brazil, we get the same. But the thing is that in Brazil, the cities were like they're not very well planned or organized. So you get lots of flooding, and just their cars get flooded. It's just crazy, and it's just like Arizona. It's just like very intense, short, and then it just destroys the city.
So do we just want to add? I mean, I can just type up a few lines about how uh, about the Melankovic cycle, or no?
We could. That's what it is on the bottom right of the illustration. It's like a mini.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
just
we
saying.
can,
You want me to just write a few lines about it?
sure, we can even do this here. And oh, computer froze. Make this so you can just like annotate it or whatever you feel like. Oops. Seriously. Seriously.
Yeah, that's good.
Uh-huh.
That is such a weird word to spell. Melankovic. Melankovic.
Mm, yeah, I agree with that.
So, how many classes do you have, Joshan?
I have six. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah,
A
six
lot.
classes. Yeah, there are a few finals that I need to take, but I'll be done by Monday. That's the very last one.
Do you work too?
Yes, I work. I work here on campus, so that's good. Not far away from here, just here on campus.
And so I see on the Google Doc that Ben is the anonymous different.
Anonymous hippo? Hypo?
Yeah, so there's four of us on here. The anonymous rift or whatever that is.
So
Hippo,
hippo is an
raccoon,
animal,
and then
right?
there's me.
Is hippo an animal?
I thought
Yeah.
that there's always just some anonymous thing on there, like always. It was a raccoon like a minute ago.
Oh
But
my
there's
god.
four of them up there. There's the four.
How do we do that to get in the anonymous mode?
Yeah, likewise.
A hypo and ifrit. Not sure what that. Oh, I am an ifrit or ifrit. I'm not sure what that is, but I think that is me. I don't know if you guys have heard of this book. I really forgot the name of it. I read it like years ago, maybe 7 years ago, and it's by Al Gore. or Al Gore. I think he knows a lot about like climate changes, and he talks about warming. He's a senator, I guess, as well.
Yeah, he's a pretty political.
Al Gore, yeah, he wrote a book about it. I forgot what it says in the book. It was a long time ago, but he talks a lot about climate changes, and I'm not sure whether he talks about like those that think that human activity is affecting and causing global warming, or just that's just part of the cycle of the Earth. There have been cycles before.
All I remember from like 10 years ago, my mom was watching it or some video of him, and at the end, all it was please pay money and we'll help stop global warming. That's all I remember.
Yeah. I
And I
never
don't
got
even know
to.
how, like, I'm sure he made a gazillion dollars from that.
Wow. It's crazy.
Because even my mom, which we were pretty broke at the time, wanted to give him money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I never got to is there a documentary about it or like a movie or something? I'm not sure.
You could probably just YouTube it.
Yeah.
Who is Al Gore?
Mm,
Pop
yeah.
up. I generally don't follow or trust people in scientific matters when they are super political, though.
Mm, yeah. There
And
could
it's just
be.
my opinion, but when they're political, I feel like they're not.
Yeah, there could always be bias or manipulation. Not saying that he's doing it, but there could be always. Yeah, it's always good and go to the sources and take a geo class. That's good.
well, and I'm sure like there's probably everybody's right. Obviously humans are having an effect, but there's obviously just a natural course that the Earth has been in, throughout history of warming and cooling.
Yeah,
So I'm sure, though, we're not helping anything by any means, but there is part of me that says, yeah, there's a good chance things could get really weird and really bad, but it's still going to be slow changes, so it's not going to be like all dramatic and really shock people.
yeah,
But I mean, because my biggest, not biggest, but one of my thoughts is just, I mean, there's a ton of people on the earth. Like, there's a lot of us,
mhm,
7 billion and counting. And so that's a ton of people that have to eat. That's a ton of people that are driving everywhere, and it's just, I'm not sure at what point it becomes too much for the earth to handle.
yeah,
I feel like as long as we stop, you know, just don't be wasteful. There's islands of trash floating around in the ocean. Like, we just stop wasting things and wasting energy and wasting resources and just use what we need, then we will be fine. Because God created the earth for us to use, so we shouldn't be afraid to use it. But at
yeah,
the same time, we shouldn't just use it all,
Yeah.
and then throw it
Oh, yeah.
away. Mhm.
It's hard to convince people just to do what they need and not all that they want.
yeah. That's true. Reality.
Jershawn, give us
Yep.
your view. Go.
My view, specifically like global warming or what's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, like, or I mean, because like I said, for me, I'm worried about just as the population grows more and more, it becomes easier for
Okay.
there to be some sort of catastrophic, not event, but when there's that
Yeah,
many people that need food, that many people that need water, like
yeah.
eventually
That's
it's going to become a problem.
yeah, yeah. I think that it will take still a long time for us to get to the point that will be chaotic. Um, but it can get to that point. I think that's just like, like I think that the Earth has its own balance thing, kind of thing. It has, what it gives. It gives us food. It gives us shelter, so to speak, and it also has what it needs to survive and to keep continue to give us good things out of the soil and everything. So I think that when we try to alter that balance, it's dangerous. And at the same time, I think that, like, over the time, over the years, we have more technologies. And just as we have done so far, we always come out with new technologies and we kind of like try to adapt. We'll continue to get by, to persist pretty well. But if we're not careful enough, it can get very chaotic. Um, because it's just like the natural balance, everything is so interconnected that if we try to break that, the natural cycle of things, that's the problem.
True that.
Yeah. But if our technologies help keep the balance, I think that will help us. It'll help us much.
It's hard when there's so much though. Like the Earth is it's humongous,
Yeah, it's huge.
and yet we've still managed, even though it's so big, we've still managed to contribute like crazy to the CO2 levels and everything. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but
I think we've gone for 45 minutes, right?
yep.
Yeah.
And I have a paper due in an hour and a half.
All right,
Oh my
we
god.
can let you go.
Oh my god. My sentiments, Emily. I still have a paper, and it's 12 pages. 12 pages paper. It's
For a
crazy.
research paper,
12 pages paper
are
for
you
English.
in advanced writing?
Yeah.
Me too. What
Wait.
subject are you stuck with?
So I'm doing like on parenting styles.
Nice. And
Yeah.
you had the same topic throughout the whole semester too, right?
Yeah.
How annoying is that? I picked it in the beginning. I was like, oh, I'll talk about integrating technology in public schools and I'll write one paper about it and it'll be fine. And a few months later, it's like, I'm done.
Oh yeah. Who's your
Oh,
professor?
okay. Mary Jolly.
Okay. Well, we're not in the same class then. Mine is Sister Tanner. So
I'm
yeah.
literally the only one still in the class. Like, I submitted my thing for peer review, and then I'm going back right now to like reply to the other peer reviews, and I'm the only one that's posted stuff. And last week
That's
there's two
crazy.
of us, and her post was like,
Oh my gosh. That's
and so
hard.
I think I'm the only one left in this class.
That'd be
You've got this.
hilarious.
You've got this. You'll
Teach
you'll make
yourself, Emily. Teach it all.
Hey, she's giving me good grades. I'm getting like a 98% right now.
Oh,
I think
Wow.
I'm the only one posting. It's like, you're doing great. You have to keep your homework.
Oh my gosh. Now that's great. You're doing awesome. It's been a hard class for me. I started that class 3 weeks into the semester because there were some things. So I started having to catch up for 3 weeks, and of course the Sister Tene was she understood and she helped me. She opened assignments and things like that. But it kind of like affected me like in progress. So, but I'm still there. I'm hanging in. But yeah, it's crazy. But it's a good class. I mean, writing is important. Whatever
Mhm.
career will take one day, writing is a good skill to have.
yep.
All right.
Well, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Yes, yes.
Our last gathering. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I learned a ton from you guys. Thank you.
it's been fun.
Yeah.
My saying that I like to do is I'll say, "It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun."
I like that. I can write that down as a new saying I learned today.
I feel like that's something Truman would say, like from the Truman Show. I feel like that's something Truman would say.
So good. Yeah.
I couldn't hear you, Emily. Sorry.
Oh, I said that feels like something Truman would say from the Truman Show.
Oh, yeah,
Like, I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
Joe.
He would say.
yeah.
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 Well, good luck
Well,
with
guys.
everything. Hopefully, everybody kills the exam in this class and everything else.
Yeah. It's due on Saturday, right?
I thought it was next week. I don't know.
It is
Okay.
next week.
That's
The
even
last
better.
day is the 27th.
Ooh, that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, more
Okay,
time.
guys.
Good.
We we've got this then. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for everything.